on the court for the Bucks, too. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, and it's Monroe. Now here's Parker. Bucks passing it around. Here's Carter Williams. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
And the pass to Monroe. Back to Carter Williams. To the inside. Monroe, no good. On defense, the Bucks. Butler on the wing. Carter Williams covering. Rose attacking.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Rose hits them both. Knocks it loose. And there's the feed to Dunley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Now here's Carter Williams following the miss by Derrick Rose. He kicks to Butler. Launches a three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Rose with the block. They get it back. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Dunleavy the pass to Butler. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Parker following the three-point basket by Chicago.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Rose with the ball. Now Mayo defending. Passes it to Butler. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they're able to recover. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. Over Plumlee. Butler missing again.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Free throw line jump shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
And he jams it with authority.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Slam.
just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Vaughn. Hits the three-point bomb. Vaughn's got himself on the board with three there. Gasol with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Shoots the three. Cannot hit.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Chicago leading by 5. Butler on the way. Guarded by Mayo. Butler goes in, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And now here's Mayo, the fast break opportunity. Puts up a three. Count the bucket. Vaughn's got 6.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Bucks also changing it up. John Henson's checked in for Johnny O'Brien. And it's Vasquez in for Vaughn.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Dunleavy. He has 5. And again, Chicago, no good. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and internal have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
Here is Plumlee. The Bulls getting the bucket, and the shot is good. Bayless has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
How about him there just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Now Butler. O.J. Mayo missing on the 3. Fast break, Milwaukee. Bayless leading the charge. The kick out to Mayo. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Butler. Mirotic brings the double team. Mayo drives in. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Brooks. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's McDermott. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Milwaukee has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Mirotic against Henson. Vasquez kicks to Henson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. And the Bucks making a change here. Vaughn's checked in, and he gets it to go.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Offensive rebound, Plumlee, and finally they hit one. Plumlee's got 5 now.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's McDermott. No good with the triple.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is all around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Brooks with no one around. Here's Noah. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Bulls making a change here. Portis is checked in.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Here's more. Noah, the pass to Brooks. The tray. But they recover it. Noah kicks to Brooks. Lets the three fly, and that one's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
This is the Bayless. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Moore. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Moore's got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Bayless kicks to Henson. Nice D from Brooks.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Portis, the pass to Noah. McDermott, no one around him. They grab their own miss. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
You got Rose. Noah is out there with Portis. Then it's McDermott. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Drake being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a Game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe, and he gets the bucket. Monroe's got his first points of the game.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Monroe gets it done with that shot.
Pass to Mirotic. Here's the three. Rebound by Parker.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Bulls trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Misses from close range. The Bulls have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
She said that she hated it.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Mirotic has a wide open look. He nails it, and we're tied up. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Rose passes to Holiday. Stolen by Middleton. And now Carter Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Parker's shot is off. Bulls trail by 5. Rose dishes to Noah. Here's Mirotic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mirotic has got 5.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Out to Parker. Tries yet again. Chicago grabs the miss.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay.
Huh?
Noah's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. They get it back. Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. No, once again, for the 7th time in 7 shots, he is still an 0-4.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
How did Noah get all of that?
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just...
Yeah, played it so long. What you doing? No, just for me. No, don't do that.
don't know that I've ever seen.
See? Where did you go?
I kept my own rotation.
And miss a play like that.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? Always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Middleton. He has 6. And then jammed down as he goes right over Taj Gibson.
Punches it down with power.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they? He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Inside to the paint. Middleton the pass to Monroe. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Paul Gasol. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Fades and shoots. Rebound by Monroe.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Vasquez. Off target from three-point range. Here's Butler. Plays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 8 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Boy, Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. And the Bulls another 3.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from him.
And Gasol comes to help. In the corner, Middleton with it. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
The dish to Vasquez. It's stolen by Rose. It's stolen by Vasquez. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Rose goes in. Outside Gibson. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks leading by 5. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shoots from 8. And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And that's now 10 points for Chris Middleton. The Bulls shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Shots good by Butler.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step. He just pulled up and drained the 3.
Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. They get a hand on it. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. Kicks to Dunleavy. Beyond the arc. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Now here's Vasquez. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Butler from outside. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Here's Rose. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rose has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction.
Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league. It's through. No doubt they scored.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. No problems knocking that one down. 14 points for Jimmy Butler.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the other teams to do that goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
Plumlee with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Vaughn. From outside, off the mark.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Here's Gibson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Milwaukee in the lead. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Plumlee. Here's O'Bryant. And he lays it straight in. O'Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Outside Mayo to the middle. Here's Plumlee. And Gasol sends it back. Butler from outside. And the Bulls another 3.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And so it's a
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Hold on.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the 3 as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Miles Plumlee. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Vaughn. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's O'Bryant in at the 4 slot.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago. And thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Bucks trail by 3. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on.
Butler missing again. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Monroe comes in for Miles Plumlee, and Middleton subbed in for Vaughn. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chicago trailing here. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Stolen by Rose. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. That will fall for his 7th.
They're gonna show it.
Why would you just hit me? Why would you just hit me? Let me go. Watch when this bump. Yeah, that's it, you guys. I gotta deal with something.